Again, I'm Annie. I'm going to talk about the business programs here. On the right here, these are our full-time faculty for the business administration team, I guess. There's Christina Sharp, Nate Sharp, and then myself. Um, Similar to what Dolores said, we have a variety of certificates of proficiency that you can take a look at. And then those are usually 14 units or less. And as you stack them, that can also bring you up to getting a certificate of achievement. And then eventually, with the right mix of classes, and you'll work with your counselors to figure that out, you can get your associate's degree. We've got a number of associate's degree like entrepreneurship, management, marketing, and retail management, and the very popular business administration for transfer. A little bit more about me. I've been with MiraCosta for almost 4 years now. I was previously teaching at other community colleges, Miramar, and the University of San Diego, which is where I went to school for my bachelor's and my PhD, and Cal State San Marcos, where I first started teaching statistics, and now I teach statistics full time for MiraCosta. But my background in corporate was in procurement. So I was negotiating corporate deals for companies. And part of that job involved analyzing data. So I would know what we were spending in order to make good decisions on how we should spend our money and who we should spend it with. And so that's the mix of numbers if you're analytical. But I also liked it because it had the people aspect or the interpersonal in negotiating with my coworkers as well as my suppliers. So I wanted to share a success story. This is about Andrew Myers. He graduated from MiraCosta College in 2008 and then transferred to SDSU, where he got a Bachelor's of Science in Business Administration and Management and Entrepreneurship. His interest was first in financial planning, so he went into wealth management at Morgan Stanley and UBS, where he was a client service associate and then eventually became a branch administrative manager. But after about 5 or 6 years of this, he realized this wasn't the right career path for him and he wasn't really happy. So he talked to people in his network, his friends, his professors, colleagues at work, to think about like where he might have a better fit in. So he explored like utilities as well as aerospace and defense, and he ended up getting a job at Northrop Grumman. But he actually took a step back in order to get in the door, in that he became a financial analyst, and then he got his certificate in project management. So that's a popular certification in business, especially if you like working on projects and teams. And so eventually became a project manager for Northrop Grumman, and now he's the manager of the entire Global Hawk program. So he's got a large team of folks that he manages for Global Hawk, if you're familiar with um, like military stuff. But then he did, what helped him get to that role was that he ended up going back to school. He got his MBA at Cal State University San Marcos, and that helped prepare him for the management role that he's in now. But in talking with him, he loved his time at MiraCosta College. He took a lot of his classes down at the San Alejo campus, as well as Oceanside. But he said it just fit well. He actually was supposed to go originally to a four-year university up in the Bay, but a series of mishaps resulted in him staying in town and going to MiraCosta, which he was so happy he did. Some good courses to check out. Introduction to Business is always a good course for anyone that's wanting to explore a broad range of topics in business. And then if you know you're also interested in entrepreneurship or opening up your own business, Business 130 is great as well. So the Introduction to Business focuses more on if you were working at a company, whereas 130 is more on opening up your own. Another good course is the personal finance course. This helps you on the personal side of how to manage your finances, from budgeting, taxes, buying a home, retirement. I actually teach Business 147 along with a couple of other associate faculty. We also have a new course. It's called Business 289 Career Mentoring, that started up about a year ago, where we match students with mentors in the industry. And it's been a great success. We did have to pause it during the pandemic because one of the great benefits is you get to interact and meet with a mentor, as well as go to different networking events to practice your networking skills. So hopefully in the near future, we'll be able to restart this class again. but keep an eye out for that when you're looking at courses. And then also something to think about is Business 292, which is our internship studies class. Just recently, MiraCosta was our business program was designated as a preferred provider of business talent for Advancing San Diego. So um, there is a group of employers who are interested in giving out internships paid to those students who come from schools that have prepared you for the workplace. And so we've been designated under the general for business. And so if you take a certain number of classes, certain ones, we will be contacting you about the opportunities and then encouraging you to apply and helping you out.